Secret to Success. Once upon a time, there was a young man who worked in a factory. His mentor was an old technician who taught him to speak less, do more, and never stop developing his skill in all the area of factory. 10 years later, the old man retired and the young man himself became a technician. He continued to do his job with the same dedication and zeal as he was taught when he visited his mentor. The old man saw that he looked unhappy and asked what was bothering him. The young man sighed and poured from the bottom of my heart, I have followed your instruction exactly all these years. No matter what I work on, I remain silent and focus on the job I know. I did a good job in the factory and I learned all the skill that can learn there, understand. That guys who don't have my experience or ability got promoted and I still earn as little as I did when I was your apprentice. After a while, he turned to the young man to ask for a day off for the reason you had to give yourself a break. The young man was surprised by his advice. But the more he thought about it, the more it made sense. He thanked his teacher and quickly left to ask for a break. When he returned to work after the day off, the manager called him into to say that things were not going well on the factory while he was away. Others faced many problems that he usually solved and they did not know how to solve them. Realize his importance, the manager decided to promote him to the position of the senior technician in the order to thank and support him to continue in the same spirit. The young man was grateful for the wisdom of his mentor. Undoubtedly, he believed that this was a secret of success from the moment when the young man felt that he deserved more than what he received. He takes a day off. When returned the next day, the situation will improve to his satisfaction. This picture lasted for several months. One day, a young man found that his entrance to the factory was blocked. To his great shock, he found that he was fired from his job. He did not believe it. Not knowing what else to do, he went back to his mentor to try to figure out why everything went wrong, why I lost my job, he asked with offended pride. I didn't know do everything the way you do. They tell you that you didn't do it because you heard only half of the lesson. The old man shook his head. You immediately realized that no one pays attention to the light bulb which is always on and only when it goes out. People suddenly notice and understand that they took it for granted that you were so eager to apply this understanding that you left before you even heard the second half. The second half, the young man began to realize that he might have made a big mistake, that he was paradise. Half mentor R spoke slowly to emphasize his point of view. The second half is more important than the first. It is the realization that if the light bulb goes out often, then the sooner or later it will be replaced with a more reliable one who need a light bulb that no one else can count on providing lightning. Thank you.